For over a decade, Lamborghini has had the same flagship cars in their lineup, but now over 12 years later, the new replacement for the Lamborghini Aventador has arrived, and let me tell you, it's better than everyone expected. Many of us car guys are scared of a future without great sounding cars and beautiful V8 and ICE engines. Well, trust me when I say that we have nothing to fear, at least not yet. This new Lamborghini Revuelto has a lot of new tech, power and features that may make the old Lamborghini Aventador look like a joke. Of course, the Lamborghini Aventador has been here for many years and in many variants, from the first LP704 to the SVJ. There's no doubt that the Aventador is a car that will go down in history as one of the greatest cars to ever exist in Lamborghini's lineup. The standard Aventador featured a beautiful V12 engine with a great sound, producing over 700 brake horsepower, 690 Nm of torque, and featured a 7-gear automatic transmission. All of these things made this car an absolute beast. Variants of the standard Aventador also went on to beat insane records. For example, the SVJ set the track record for production vehicles on the Nürburgring Nordschleife circuit after completing the 20.6 km lap in just 6 minutes and 45 seconds. To this day, it still sits at number 4 on the list behind Porsche and Mercedes. The SVJ is also, in my opinion, one of the best sounding cars in the world, if not the best. So the new Lamborghini Revuelto has an incredible car to live up to, and with all of the new features, it might actually be better than the car. Firstly, let's take a look at its performance. The new flagship car comes with a new 6.5-liter V12 that is supplemented by 3 electric motors to produce a combined 1001 horsepower. This new hybrid motor has already, according to Lamborghini, got the performance up by 30% and reduced emissions by the same amount compared to the old Aventador. The car is also an all-wheel drive with an 8-speed dual-clutch gearbox that allows this car to reach some eye-watering numbers. It can go from 0 to 62 miles per hour in just 2.5 seconds and a top speed of more than 270 miles per hour. If you compare this with the most powerful Aventador, the SVJ, that is an acceleration of 0.4 seconds faster. However, the top speed is 1 mile per hour slower. The Revuelto utilizes a new moniker as well. This chassis is, according to Lamborghini, the first to have a fully carbon fiber front structure. This car also comes with 13 different driving modes, including an all-electric mode that can go about 6 miles. Now, the performance of this car sounds amazing. However, it's only numbers, and to see how well it performs, I feel like we need to see this beast in action on a track. But let's move on to something a bit more controversial, the Y design. This car features plenty of Y shapes throughout the car, and there's a specific reason why it does that. From the first look of this car, it looks like it has been mashed together with other cars, from the Diablo's Floating Badge on the rear fenders, the Murcielago's inclined front end, and the Aventador theme throughout, as well as the Countach, scissor doors, and the Tecnica's front light, with, of course, the Y from the alphabet. But I guess that's why the Revuelto is a Spanish version of scrambled eggs. But why is there so many Ys? Well, it's because Lamborghini associates this with modern aerospace elements. And when you look at an F-35 lighting 2 fighter jet, it makes a bit more sense. This is also why the car looks a bit more like an aircraft, but the design is more than just looks and science fiction. It actually serves a real purpose and plays a huge role in the car's amazing performance. The car's side fins behind the front wheels are designed to help funnel air into the intakes along the concave of the door. The recessed roof channels air to the rear wing while also offering a bit more headroom for the passengers inside. The front splitter distributes air away from the front wheels, while at the back the wildest rear diffuser ever used on a Lambo generates downforce while cooling the engine. The rear wing is active and automatically adjusts as needed for the situation, or it can manually be controlled between 3 modes for the minimum or maximum driving force. All of these small things make the Revuelto 61% more efficient than the Aventador Ultimate and creates 66% more downforce. Even though it all makes sense and I'm eager to see how this car does on the track, I'm still not impressed by the looks of it. I think the SVJ looks a lot better, but I'm sure it will grow on me over time, just like the Purosangue did. But before we continue, let me know what you think in the comments down below of the looks of the new Revuelto. Now the interior of the Revuelto is something I actually like. Throughout the interior you'll have a few of the same Y shapes, but there's not as many as on the outside. The steering wheel has also changed quite a lot. Personally, I prefer this steering wheel over the Aventador steering wheel, but that's just my preference. The car also comes with 3 large digital screens, a 13.3-inch digital readout for the driver, an 8.5-inch portrait screen in the middle for the infotainment system, and a narrow 9.1-inch screen for the passenger that also displays vital vehicle information. The driver screen is made for only displaying driving information, while the passenger and the middle screen is made for climate functions, navigation, music, and everything else. The interior is made extremely environmentally friendly with materials that are more efficient. Upholstery combines various leathers with microfibers made from recycled polyester, and similar to the exterior, there's no less than 70 color options available for the cockpit. The tech in this car is also amazing. It features advanced navigation systems, it can be understood by voice commands, and it features built-in track systems, great speakers, cameras, blind spot monitoring, and a whole lot more. And quality-wise, we already know it's going to be amazing and handcrafted, so I won't comment on that too much. Overall, I personally think that this new Lamborghini is amazing once the looks grows on me, of course. But let me know what you think. If you want to watch an even more exciting video, you should check this one out next.